How has the transition been for you? I mean, you kind of have when you're at some place for 4 years, you know how things run there. How's it been here differently?
Yeah, so I'll say the only difference is the terminology. It was a good transition, helping me move to safety. I'm able to get more of a process throughout the pre-snap, so like being aware of down, distance, formation shifts, like getting the terminology for Michigan. I had to get rid of the Stanford terminology, get acquainted with how everything's been said and operated here, so it's been a good transition.
Were you surprised when they told you they wanted you to play safety, or what was your reaction?
Nah, because in high school I played safety, and I figured like eventually in my football career I was gonna head there sooner than later. So I'm happy with the transition. I feel like it's one of my natural positions. I like to play. I like to come up tackle. I also like to come downhill. So I think that was a good thing.
When did they say, like, how long were you here before they were like, safety it is?
Yeah, so I played a few weeks of corner, and maybe like a week and a half, 2 weeks before camp was over, started playing some safety.
What have you seen from, you obviously have a good look at the other cornerbacks, or at the cornerbacks to see how they've been progressing?
Yeah, man, those boys been balling. Like, Shreve, he had a big pick last week. JD had 4 pass breakups, and like just playmaking, even in practice, every week, every day. These guys ball hawking, and that's the type of secondary we want to have, playing hard.
You talked about going back to safety. Was there any rust at all going back there, or was it just kind of riding a bike, picking right back up?
So it was a lot that I had to pick up, because just as far as the communication within playing safety, like getting everyone lined up, making sure like playing strong safety versus free safety, understanding what it is I have to do playing strong safety, then learning the free safety position also. So and also play some nickel. So just learning every position on the field. That's been a good transition as far as helping me see the whole field better.
You guys had a lot of missed tackles on Saturday, and
Yeah.
what are you guys doing this week in practice?
Tackling drills. Working on getting guys down in practice, like live reps, making sure we wrap up, get them to the ground. That's one thing Coach made emphasis on. Make sure we wrap up in the games. Like we come up, keep our feet moving. That's the one thing we can't let our feet go dead on contact.
That's full pads this week?
Yep, full pads.
How often do you guys do that every week?
So we started maybe the first week just doing tackling drills, making sure we get some reps in, going live, making sure we had to get our body in shape to make these tackles. Like open field tackling, angle tackling, getting our blocks, making sure we practice everything.
Do you look at this as sort of a one-year season? You've already had your career at Stanford, now you have this. Do you approach it that way?
I just approach it day by day, getting better every day. That's the one thing I want to focus on. Like, if it's a day where I mess up on the coverage or a day where I mess up on some communication, just getting that fixed and then going to the next thing, get better at that. And each day, I think that's what's going to help me improve as a player. Like, learning more, just getting more reps at safety. Like, I haven't played a snap at safety at Stanford at all. So, like, playing a new position, I think that's great for my career. Like, being able to get better as a football player in general, like total, like help me overall.